This is the Lancer Locker Show on KYNT. Now, let's talk some Mount Marty University athletics with the coaches, as well as your host and the voice of Mount Marty University athletics, Tel Tanner.
All right, back after the holidays here on KYNT. I'm Tel for 102.1 FM, AM 1450, getting rolling on this Monday. I had a great holiday, I'll tell you what. It was really, really fun to be able to just sit back, enjoy a couple of days, and watch my Denver Broncos get the number one seed in the AFC. That was so much fun. I'm very, very happy about that. I don't even get to watch the Denver Broncos play next week because they get the bye week, and I'm fine with it. But anyways, let's go ahead and get to Mount Marty University athletics here for the Lancer Lockers. We are just starting 2025. I spoke with both head coaches of Mount Marty men's and women's basketball post-game after the doubleheader against Morningside on Saturday. Both of them had some pretty good insights into the games themselves and the look at the upcoming schedule, because both teams, as it's always doubleheaders, it's a tough schedule coming up, I won't lie to you. Over the next couple of weeks, they get 4 road games in a row to the Mount Marty men's and women's basketball programs. They got Northwestern this upcoming Wednesday. Then they got Dakota Wesleyan on Saturday, Briar Cliff the Saturday after that, no game next Wednesday, and then Doane the Wednesday of January 21st. That is 4 road games in a row: Northwestern, Dakota Wesleyan, Briar Cliff, Doane, before finally returning home, where they will play the men's team will play 5 of the final 7 games at home. The women's team, I believe, plays 6 of their final 8 at home. That is going to be a great home stretch for the Lancers, but they got to survive this road stretch first before they get to that home stretch. So we talked to both coaches about that, about the approach and everything in between. And on the women's side, after the win over Morningside, we also spoke with Leah Williams for the Lancers, who was our Avera player of the game. After the 67-58 win over Morningside, a great defensive effort for the Lancers. We talked to Leah Williams about her performance. Offensively, she ended up with 11 points, 5 rebounds, add 2 assists and 2 steals in there as well. Leah had a great game, went 3 of 6 from beyond the arc in the game, had 3 made threes in the first half, actually. She made those 3. So we talked with her as well. So all 3 of those interviews are coming up on the Lancer Locker on this Monday evening. As we once again continue our week in review, that was the women's game. Mount Marty men played Morningside as well. They did fall in the game. It was a final score of 76-54 in the Simple Arena before the Lancer men start this road stretch as well. But we could take a look at the standings, as we are now about halfway through GPAC play. For the men, on the men's standings, Mount Marty is playing really good basketball right now. You know, they are still in that 4th place in the GPAC. They were sitting at 3rd at the end of the day on Saturday, but Briar Cliff ended up getting a win, and Briar Cliff has actually only played 8 games. Mount Marty has played 9 games. So despite them both having 5 wins, Briar Cliff actually has 1 less loss at 5-3 versus 5-4. So technically Mount Marty is in the 4 spot. They do own the tiebreaker over Dort at the moment. They have not played Northwestern, and those are the other 2 teams tied for 4th. So it will be Mount Marty, Northwestern trying to break the tie for 4th this upcoming Wednesday. That's on the men's side. On the women's side of things, Mount Marty is currently sitting at 7th at 5-5, but they do own the tiebreaker over Morningside and will come postseason because they swept them in the regular season. And Morningside is the team that is directly above them at 5-4. Similar situation between the men's and women's team. Mount Marty has played an extra game in there. They've played 10 games, Morningside only 9. All right, that'll go ahead and take us to our first interview. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back with Leah Williams of Mount Marty women's basketball right after the win over Morningside. Spoke with her and then the head coach in Alan Bertram. That coming up next. You're listening to Mount Marty Lancer basketball coverage of the Lancer Locker on KYNT.
A big thank you from Mount Marty University to one of Yankton's greatest employers and friend of the community, Aztec. They're very proud to support the Mount Marty Lancers. The vision at Aztec is to build industry-changing solutions that create life-changing opportunities. And you can build a career with the group that's built to connect from rock to road. Click careers at aztecindustries.com. Best wishes, Mount Marty, from your friends at Aztec.
From the first wails of surprise to first day of school questions, playground adventures, learning to drive stress, and graduation cheers. They'll always be your little sunshine. At Avera Children's, we get kids, teens, and parents too. We'll step you through first checkups, milestones, sickness, and specialized care when your child needs it. And treat them like our own every step of the way. Learn more at avera.org/children's.
Mount Marty coverage on KYNT and KYNT-TV courtesy of Michelob Ultra. The holidays are over and it's time for a new year. The year you vow to finally lose those extra pounds. Healthier food choices, more exercise, and Michelob Ultra. With just 95 calories and 2.6 grams of carbs, you can enjoy the crisp, refreshing taste of Mich Ultra without compromising a healthier lifestyle. Live fit, live fun, live Ultra. Get some at your favorite place to buy beer.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. CoreTrust helps your business thrive with checking, online bill pay, small business loans, credit card processing, local approval and support for government grants and loans, investments to grow your hard-earned assets, and insurance to protect them. All from CoreTrust, the community bank that's right down the street and everywhere you want us to be. Visit CoreTrustBank.com today.
Member FDIC.
Carbless handcrafted premium cocktails are a ready-to-drink vodka and tequila-based cocktail with no carbs, no sugar, gluten-free, and only 100 calories. It's guaranteed to be bursting with flavor in every sip. The Carbless Mix Pack is sure to please any crowd with a compilation of all the best-selling ready-to-drink cocktails, including sweet, citrus, and a twist of tequila flavors like lemon lime, black raspberry, cranberry, and margarita. Grab some today. Carbless cocktails. Less is more. Beef, pork, seafood, poultry, and more, all at the Meat Lodge in Yankton. Get top quality meats at great prices. They have specialty items like lamb, brisket, bison, mahi-mahi, crab legs, and lobster. They even have non-meat options like Dimmick cheese, pickled items, seasonings, and sauces. The Meat Lodge in Yankton on the way to the lake on Highway 52. For more, call 689-3000 or go to themeatlodge.com.
All right, back here on the Lancer Locker, 102.1 FM, AM 1450. I'm Tel Tanner here for KYNT. As we continue talking about Mount Marty basketball and the win the women's team just had over Morningside on Saturday, sweeping Morningside in the regular season. So we spoke with their head coach and a player after the game. Let's go straight to it. Here is the talk with Leah Williams post-game from Saturday.
Leah, thank you so much for coming up to talking with me today. Congratulations on the victory here tonight. Always good to get one right out of the holiday break as well. It's got to feel good.
Yeah, it feels really good.
So let's talk about the performance today. Just watching from up here, this felt like one of the better defensive performances of the season. How did it feel defensively down on the court today?
It felt like we were all on one cylinder, just connecting together. We emphasized a lot in this last practice, just the being together, working together, and playing really smart, and so it really showed today on the field.
Over the holiday break, you guys took a trip down to Arizona. This is a team that Coach Bertram has said is really close off the court as well, and it showed on the court. You guys gel really well together. Yeah,
that Arizona trip was amazing. It was such a good opportunity for us to get together, and thank you for everyone who sponsored us and let us have the opportunity to even be together. I think it really helped our team connectedness.
So let's talk about your team's performance here today. Would you give them a grade defensively of how your teammates did?
I think we were kind of A+ in that range. I think that everyone was just connecting and we're all happy for each other and cheering each other on. That was probably the most proudest moment for our season so far.
Let's talk about that practice, the practices this week. Coach Bertram mentioned them as well, said they were going really, really well. What was it about this week's practices, you think, that led to something like this, a game where everything just kind of clicked?
I think Coach Bertram is such a smart coach, and he made us be more aggressive and turn up the heat on and making it more scary for the opponent, and so that aggressiveness really shown, and you could see people were kind of scared to even dribble the ball, and so he's just very smart using our abilities and pulling us all together.
Now, you had a really, really good player on the other end in Lily Vollertson, who's averaging 21 and 11, and it clearly was a emphasis of your defense was just denying her touches in the paint today. What was the plan going in on her?
The plan was every time she touched it, she's a great player. We had double, and then we had to drop side every single time, and that took a lot of communication, which is hard to do in a hard fought game, and so we just gritted it out and we talked it out, and that was probably the best we communicated all year too.
And Leah, you shot the ball well, especially in the first half with 3 threes in that first half, 5 rebounds, and you did end up getting the rebounding advantage in the end. You're still top 15 in the nation in rebounds. And I got to ask you about that because in terms of size, you don't have that 6'3", 6'4" player out there that's just bringing them down every day, and yet you're still top 15 in the nation. Your starting players, your tallest is 5'10". What leads to the rebounds that have been so good for y'all?
I think that Bertram emphasized that, like, if you're known and you're good at getting the rebound, you just go get it. Everybody else needs to hold or go back and let the people who can have a sense for the rebound go get it, and we practice it every day. He holds us accountable in every single drill that we do, so we keep at that number 15 spot.
Well, Leah, thank you very much for your time. Go enjoy this win with your players.
Yes, I will. Thank you so much.
We'll speak with the head coach of the Lancers now. That was Leah Williams, our player of the game, provided by Avera Health, moving health forward. And we now speak with the head coach of the Lancers in Alan Bertram, victorious head coach, brought to you by Rise Fuel. Gives you the power to push harder, go faster, perform better, fuel your ambition, unleash your potential with Rise Fuel. Coach Bertram and guest who's joining us.
My granddaughter, Callie.
Well, congratulations on the win, Coach. First things first, I just talked with Leah about the defensive effort today. This really seemed like one of those games where defensively it all came together.
Yeah, it did, and I was really proud of the girls. We, everything we implemented today defensively is something that we've only worked on this week. And like we talked pregame, we've done a really good job defensively this year, but we knew we needed to continue to add layers and try to, just better utilize our athleticism. And I thought the full court pressure and varying up the full court press today really gave Morningside a lot of problems. I think they had 13 turnovers at halftime. I don't know what they finished with, but when you turn over a very good basketball team like that many times, that's a huge. Well, it's going to provide an opportunity for you to win basketball games.
Yeah, 22 turnovers total in the game. You had 14 steals in there as well. That was very good defensive effort. Who do you think was really leading that charge defensively?
Our guards. When you look at Folkers and you look at Kayla, Claire, our girls on top of the press just were relentless the whole night tonight. And we got a lot of secondary backside trap action. Like Alexis Motley does such a good job at it. She's so long and athletic. And a lot of our steals it wasn't necessarily a direct pass, but the trap caused it because they started to panic a little bit, made some ill-advised passes. And that's really what you want to do when you press. And so, it's the first time since we've been here in the 4 years that we've had a team that we can really get out and really press. And I really thought the girls did a tremendous job today with it.
Coach, moving forward, now you got a bit of a test. You got a road stretch of 4 very good teams coming up. You got Northwestern, Dakota Wesleyan, Briarcliff, Doane, all on the road in your next 4 games. What can you tell me about the mentality of this team? What are you going to try and push onto your players as they approach this?
Well, I think, first of all, we've played really well on the road this year. And so I think this team's mentality is a little bit different in years past. I think in years past at home we've played tremendously well, and on the road we struggle a little bit. But our kids, I just don't think they don't back down from those things. So we're excited about the challenge. The GPAC schedule, when he started it out, we must have done something wrong to him to have 4 road games in a row. But by the same token, I think this is what builds your team come March. And our goals are obviously to get into that GPAC tournament, and you want to prepare yourself by doing it. And I think these next 4 games will most definitely help prepare us.
The flip side of that is once you're done with those 4 games, you get, I believe, 6 of the last 8 games at home.
Yes.
So that'll be nice.
It'll be awesome. And I think the GPAC's the GPAC. I don't care where you're at, where you're playing at. You're going to play somebody quality, and you got to show up and play basketball the right way if you want to have a chance to win. And I think the next 4 games will most definitely force us to be more consistent, and that's what we want.
Well, Coach Bertram, thank you very much for your time. Go enjoy this win.
Thank you, buddy.
And thank you to both Alan Bertram and Leah Williams for joining us on Saturday. That was right after the win over Morningside. Once again, coming up, date with Northwestern out of Orange City, Iowa, on the road on Wednesday. We'll have all coverage of that right here on KYNT. With that, we're going to take a break. We'll come back with Mount Marty men's basketball head coach Colin Othier post-game on Saturday as well.
In nearly every family's lineage, there's a tie to agriculture. It's a legacy reflected in how we raise our kids, help our neighbors, and respect what we have. Farmers Union Insurance was built on that legacy. And while our roots are in agriculture, our protection has grown to include home, auto, business, health, and life. Protect your legacy. Farmers Union Insurance.
Call Brendan Hansen and Brandon Tykrow or visit them at Suite 101B Morgan Square in Yankton.
Looking for fuel or more? Stop by Triple Time Rudy's, your locally owned convenience store at 17th and Broadway. At Triple Time Rudy's, they're proud to support the community, offering fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers and backing local activities and events. Inside, you'll discover regional favorites like Dimmick Cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. Whether it's a quick snack, a tank of top-quality fuel, or a taste of local goodness, Triple Time Rudy's, fueling your day, fueling the community.
When First Dakota National Bank created Dakota Mac in 1993, we knew we could offer ag producers something few other banks dared to. Long-term, fixed-rate loans for ag real estate refinances and purchases. Today, we go by Landera, and we provide the same great service and even more banking options to help your operation thrive for generations to come. Banking evolves. Trust endures. Landera, a division of First Dakota National Bank.
Hey Lancer fans, time to hit the court at Lewis & Clark Ford. The Ford F-150 is your power forward, strong and ready for any challenge.
The Ford Escape is your point guard, fast, agile, and perfect for daily drives.
The Ford Explorer is your center, big, bold, and built for the whole team. Meet our new finance manager and sales manager, plus an all-new sales team, bringing fresh hustle and hometown heart.
Check out the full lineup at lewisandclarkford.com.
Lewis & Clark Ford, your home court for unbeatable deals, right at 4th and Capitol in Yankton.
Sherco, the industry leader in tarping, has done it again with the release of the all-new Sherlock E-Series electric tarp. The E-Series features fully assembled front and rear arm, a pre-wired sealed control box, and Sherco's exclusive SmartWire sealed harness for quick and easy installation. Operate the E-Series with the SureLink EZR remote or by your smartphone using the SureLink app. Add more time to your day with the Sherlock E-Series. To learn more, contact your authorized Sherco distributor or find us at Sherco.com. Demand the best. Demand Sherco.
Runza's Barbecue Bacon Swiss Burger is for barbecue lovers.
I respect barbecue.
That's great, Carl.
No, you don't understand. The balance of sweet and smoky barbecue sauce, the crispiness of the bacon, the way Swiss cheese just melts over everything. It's an art form.
So you approve?
I'm having a moment here.
Try the Barbecue Bacon Swiss Burger at Runza, because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
All right, back now on the Lancer Locker on KYNT, talking with the head coach of the Mount Marty Lancers, Colin Authier, this from post-game Saturday after the loss to Northwestern. Upcoming road stretch of 4 games in a row upcoming as well. Lancers, after the weekend, are tied for 4th in the conference. They are a half a game back of Briar Cliff. They've played an extra game. Briar Cliff is not. Mount Marty has next Wednesday off. It's kind of the reason for that. So that'll be interesting to see what happens there. But Mount Marty plays Northwestern this upcoming Wednesday, and we talked with Coach Authier all about the loss this Saturday and what is upcoming with 4 games in a row for the currently 4th place Lancers in the GPAC. Let's go to it.
Coach, obviously a frustrating first half and an even second half. What can you tell me about this game and kind of what you saw out there and how you want to respond next week?
Yeah, the first half, I mean, at the end of the day, when you're not making shots, you're in transition quite a bit. That doesn't help getting your defense set. And so, they scored 8 points in transition. You take those 8 away, that puts them at 33, just because you make shots on the offensive end. Brocale got hot, good player. Got hot in the first half. We did a couple. Our rotations weren't very good. We kept on creeping in when we weren't supposed to, and then kind of let him get comfortable from there. So you make some shots, you feel a little bit different. At the end of the day, making shots wasn't our forte tonight, and just got to keep working and get back in the gym, get ready to go for the next one.
And sometimes that happens, and specifically this game, the first game out of the holiday break for teams around the country, is always a nightmare. But for those teams, the second game out of the holiday break just becomes that much more important. And you've got a date with Northwestern coming up on the horizon. I can give you their result. They're still playing right now. There's only a few seconds left, and they are trailing by 1 to Concordia with 3 seconds to go. So that could go either way. I'm not even sure who has the ball there for the final shot, but you got a date with them on Wednesday.
Next one's important just because it's the next one. Doesn't matter who we play. It's our league. It's a gauntlet of a league, and it's our 10th. It'll be our 10th conference game, and that's halfway through the conference, and We still haven't played everybody because we haven't played Dakota Wesleyan yet. So we're done playing Morningside for the year as of now. And so the ball didn't go through the hoop. I thought we were a little tentative offensively in the first half. We weren't as aggressive. We were kind of overthinking things a little bit. It just didn't flow like it had been the last couple of days and practice. And the result of that then is you get out in transition, and then you kind of just get deflated sometimes because you're it's just not going in for you and not happening.
And early foul trouble can certainly help or hurt with that as well, with Jake getting 2 in the first, I think, minute and a half there. Him not being on the floor certainly hurt early.
Yeah, there's no doubt, just from his physicality standpoint and how much he rebounds and just the experience of him being out there, a little bit of a calming presence of voice. And I thought he did a good job of staying engaged still while not being on the floor, and I played him with 2 anyways. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I mean, how many times he didn't foul out, and so I'm not a big guy gets 2 fouls, you sit him for the half kind of thing. He went out and played smart, played intelligently, didn't pick up the third in the first half, and our 9 turnovers in the first half were pretty uncharacteristic. I just thought their pressure kind of got extended out on us, and limiting that to 4 in the second half is a positive. I mean, there's positives too, or you out-rebound them 43-40. Compliments of 18 offensive rebounds. Now, when you miss about 96 shots in a game, you're going to get offensive rebounds that we talked about with our guys. But at the end of the day, we did. You have the choice of either pursuing or not pursuing, and our guys made the right choices of being able to pursue and just fight. And we missed layups, we missed some shots at the rim, and that's part of it. There's nothing you can do, but I thought our effort was good. I thought our preparation for our guys was good. I thought everything that they were doing out there was with the right intentionality and purpose. It just didn't happen. Just the ball didn't go through, and tip of the cap to Morningside. There's the reason why they're one of the tops in the country. They kind of showed that here today.
Talk about the crowd, Coach. This is still a holiday break for the university, and normally not great crowds in that type of environment. And universities around the country, not so tonight, especially because you had some pretty cool guests here that I know you were spending some time with before, both pre and post game. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, former player Tyrell Harper is a head coach at one of the coolest nicknames in the state of South Dakota with ACDC. I don't know if Thunderstruck is played in their locker room, but I'd play it every day. With Andy Central and Dakota Christian, having them here, with him being the head coach, they practiced on campus over in the field house this morning. They had a good practice in. They came over, they watched the tail end of our shoot around, and just kind of visited with them about the opportunities. But Tyrell obviously means a lot to myself and to our program, and cheering and pulling for him, and he wanted to give an opportunity for his guys that haven't had much of a chance to be able to experience that. And he was able to do that today, and that's why he's going to be a really good coach, because of how much he cares for his kids and wanted the opportunity for his kids.
Well, Coach, thank you very much for your time. Taking a final look at the Northwestern game, they did fall. Concordia hit that final shot, 85-82 over Northwestern. Dordt currently trailing Hastings by 7 with 40 seconds to go. If that result stands, you'll still be third in the GPAC midway through, and a matchup with Northwestern, who is also tied with the same record this upcoming Wednesday. This will be a fun one, Coach, on Wednesday.
Yeah, we just got to keep battling. We do. It's a long year. It's a long year. We talk about the guys. You never sit there, and you're never as good as you think you are. You're never as bad as you think you are. There's just little things that we can tweak and control a little bit better, and we will. And start up school again down to this upcoming on Tuesday, and guys are back in students are back in session. Guys are back in classes, and get some a little bit more of a routine. And we didn't have a great break. Just at the end of the day, we didn't when we were out of school and out of routine. And as older we are, routine is really, really key and important. I think that was pretty evident with our games that we played over break with Doane and this one. And so, getting back in routine will be good, and our guys are going to be ready to go.
Coach, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
So look at those standings once again. Briar Cliff did jump both the Lancers, Dordt and Northwestern. Dordt did suffer that loss on Saturday to Concordia, but even still, it is, they did fall on Saturday, not to Concordia, but they will be playing Concordia this upcoming Wednesday. Dordt did fall in that one, which means the Lancers, Dordt, and Northwestern are all tied at 5-4. Tied for fourth in the conference. Briar Cliff is now 5-3. They control the third spot in the tournament right at the moment. We're about midway through the season. That's a look at the standings of this one. Thank you to head coach Colin Authier for joining me post-game Saturday with a look ahead of this upcoming road stretch. 4 games in a row on the horizon. We're going to take a final break here on the Lancer Locker. We'll come back, preview the upcoming schedule for Lancer Athletics, including home track and field this weekend.
Those are the sounds of loyal companions looking for a new home and family. The Heartland Humane Society has dogs and cats looking to become a new member of your family, ready for adoption today. Every animal available for adoption is vaccinated, spayed or neutered, microchipped, and dewormed, saving you over $200 or more in vet care while giving you a loyal friend. Come visit all available animals at 3400 East Highway 50 Yankton or online at heartlandhumanesociety.net.
At Parker of Yankton, we are powered by the hard work of our employees, the loyalty of our customers, and the support of our community. Together, we're engineering success like never before. Looking to start the new year with a career where you're valued and appreciated? Join the Parker team today. Visit parker.com to apply. From all of us at Parker of Yankton, thank you for making this year unforgettable.
Parker, engineering your success.
To a fresh start and boundless opportunities, here's to a new year of success and celebration from all of us at Parker of Yankton.
Long day, good day, either way, Yankton Pizza Ranch makes it easy. Our buffet is always ready with fresh pizzas, mouth-watering desserts, and the country's best chicken. No waiting, no stress, just grab a plate and enjoy. So when you need comfort made simple, make today a buffet day at Yankton Pizza Ranch. Buffet every day from 11 to 8.
It's where life tastes better. Surround them up and head her down to the Pizza Ranch. Whoa, that's good.
Slumberland Furniture is your local destination for top brands like Lazy Boy, Ashley, Flex Steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and more. Carrying a full range of mattresses and furniture for every room in your home, you'll find styles you'll love at values that make sense. From everyday essentials to name brand comfort, Slumberland offers the selection, and their service goes the extra mile. Visit Slumberland Furniture, 2401 Broadway in Yankton, where helping you create a comfortable home is what they do best.
Hi, I'm Deb Speck with Vision Real Estate. Buying or selling a home can be complicated, but with 20 years of experience, I'm here to put you at ease and make the process as easy as possible. We offer moving boxes and the use of our courtesy trailer to make your real estate journey a smooth one. Call me, Deb Speck, with Vision Real Estate, 605-664-5555.
All right, back here on the Lancer Locker for the final time. My name is Tel Tanner, and this is 102.1 FM, AM 1450 KYNT. So let's go ahead and recap what we did here today. Talk with both head coaches and Leah Williams from Mount Marty men's and women's basketball as they have a road stretch of 4 games coming up. The next home game for the Lancers is January 24th. January 24th is the next home game, and then they get a lot of home games to end the season. The men's team gets 5 of their last 7. The women's team gets 6 of their last 8, all at home. So that'll be good. They both just need to survive through this road stretch, get a couple of wins in this road stretch, and they're both going to be in pretty decent standing going into the final home stretch of the season then, in order to maybe get top 4 seeds and host in the postseason. Kind of depends on how this road stretch goes. It's very important, and all coverage will be right here on KYNT. I got it all every day. Wednesday, we'll go live at 5:15 for a 6 o'clock tip at Northwestern over in Orange City. Coming up also, track and field this weekend. The Mount Marty opener is on Saturday, 10 a.m. at the Ruth Donahue First Dakota Fieldhouse in Yankton on the campus of Mount Marty University. Next weekend will be the MMU Invitational and Multis. So that's a lot of home track and field coming up over the next 2 weeks. We're going to try and get head coach Dan Fitzsimmons of Mount Marty Track and Field and a couple of their athletes in over the next couple weeks. Not sure exactly when that's going to be. We're going to work with them and schedule it, see what we can talk to a couple of those guys. They got a busy couple of weeks upcoming, and I'd love to hear about it. So we'll work on that scheduling, figure out when we could get them in over the next couple of weeks. Might be after it's all done. Maybe next week. We'll see. We'll see what we can do here, but I'm looking forward to talking with them whenever we can. All right, well, thank you very much for tuning into the Lancer Locker today. That's going to do it for us. We'll be back next week, same time, same place. All Lancer Locker coverage all year long, right here on KYNT. I've been Tel Tanner. This has been the Lancer Locker. Have a great night. Enjoy your Monday. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Jeff Erickson and the Totally Yankton Morning Show here on 102.1 FM, AM 1450, KYNT.